Hi everyone! So my partner and I decided to do something that is impulsive to some or spontaneous to others, but we decided to pack up and tidy up our lives here in Washington, D.C. and take off to Southeast Asia for a few months. And the reason why this feels impulsive is that we are only giving ourselves 2 weeks to do it. So in this video, I'm going to be vlogging through the whole process of what we're preparing and what we're packing, where we're going, and planning everything ahead. But I also wanted to talk about my thought process behind why we came to this decision and why we thought it was right for us. So the biggest challenge for us at the moment is finding a good and trustworthy person to sublease our apartment to. We won't be able to leave unless we have a renter. So we have gone ahead and taken pictures of our apartment and posted it on Facebook Marketplace. And we have heard from a few people, but no one that has been too committed. So we'll give it a few more days to see how optimistic we feel about this. So I am definitely planning to leave this apartment furnished for my subleaser, and I'll be able to leave most of my things here anyway. Most of our things for decor are functional, and so yeah, it'll be great to be able to leave everything. The one thing I do need to pack up are all of our personal belongings, and I'm hoping that it can fit in this tiny closet we have in the hallway without us having to get a storage unit to store everything. So keep your fingers crossed. I will be trying to go around the house now and remove traces of our personal items that we need to pack up. So one of the things that I am making sure to do before I take off is see my friends again and maybe let them know that I'm going. I'm not quite sure if how long I'm going for yet, but I will let them know that I'm going to Southeast Asia for a few weeks. So today I am going to go to a vision boarding event or like a at-home gathering that my friend is hosting, and very excited because I printed out all of these pictures for vision boarding, and specifically I did put a bunch of Thailand and Southeast Asia related things here, so very excited for this to come to life. And if you had asked me a week ago, I would not have put this on my vision board at all. Very cold day today. The other thing that we started doing is starting to say goodbye to people, and so Felix had a mini goodbye dinner with a bunch of friends on Saturday, and I had a brunch with girls on Saturday as well. It was supposed to be like I'm breaking the news, I'm leaving kind of brunch, but we are doing a separate goodbye hangout on Friday before I leave. And so yep, that's very important to do, to let people know who are close to you that you are taking off and making this decision. And the last thing I wanted to say about travel planning is how costly it can be when it comes to time. I spent like a good 9 hours looking for Airbnbs and researching cities that we should work from. I'm going to be working remotely, so I was very concerned about the infrastructure on like Thai islands, and so I was doing a lot of research about that. We also watched a bunch of YouTube videos of people vlogging their time there and living there and working there as well. And so in this corner I started packing. This is Felix's things. I think we're trying to bring this as a checked bag. It is quite small and my items are taking up half of the bag already, so I don't know if we're going to need another bag. We are also in the midst of cleaning everything and things look messy, but I removed everything from the fridge. Like we had other magnets and so on. This is still full, but it is much emptier than it was before, and our goal is to really finish everything in here before we leave. And yeah, the spice cabinet has also been emptied out and has been put away here. These items are the things that we're trying to finish before we head out, including this protein powder that's almost empty, like this coffee as well. And so this is just our little messy corner to try to figure out, or to remind ourselves that we need to finish that before we head out. The last thing is that everything that we are going to be leaving, we're hoping can fit into this tiny closet. I mean, it's not very wide as you can see, but we started organizing everything. These have my personal items, these have a bunch of spices, and all of our winter clothes are in here. It was so tricky to get this suitcase in, but I did it. And these are a bunch of shoes that are packed in here. So, this is Felix.
Hey, Felix here, in case you haven't seen me before.
And what day is it today? How many days are we out from our trip right now?
So it's Tuesday, we're leaving on Saturday, so that's what, 5 days away?
Do you want to give an update about what happened? What happened when we decided to leave? Did we find a subleaser? Did you have trouble? What platforms did you use to find a subleaser? And between you and I, who was the one who found the subleaser?
So everything happened very, very quick. We just decided to go, and then we posted our house or apartment in Facebook Market. And in about 3 or 4 days, we found a really, really good candidate. And, you know, we talked to her, we FaceTime for a little bit. And she agreed to stay in our place for 3 months. And, you know, I guess we got very, very lucky because it just took us like literally 3 or maybe 4 days to find someone.
I was very, very concerned about finding someone to stay in our place. That was the biggest blocker for us taking off. And yeah, Felix knows that I was like, my confidence level changed every single day. Sometimes it was at 90%, and then the next day it dipped to like 40% confidence that we would find someone. I
think every single day we got at least 3 to 4 people asking, you know, questions, random questions, and see if it's a good fit, if our apartment is a good fit for them. Yeah, exciting.
And what are our plans then? Like on Saturday, where are we going, and then where did we decide to go? Because we did a ton of research this weekend. I know last time I talked to you guys, I had no idea where we were going or if we were even gonna go, but we actually did some research and found our next destination. So
we're gonna be in India for about a week, maybe 5 days, I think. I'm not sure exactly how many days we'll be there for. And after that, we're gonna fly to Bangkok, and we're gonna be there for 3 weeks.
4, I think.
4 weeks. Is it 4 weeks?
Yeah, 4 weeks.
Yeah, we'll be there for a full month, I guess. And then those are our plans. And then I think we're gonna take off to Indonesia for 1 more month. And yeah, that's a dream come true. We're very lucky, for sure, very fortunate.
Yeah, it's his first time in Asia, and I've been talking about Asia a lot, so I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, I think it's definitely the best idea for us to kind of like set up in a place for at least 3 weeks and, you know, really get familiar with the place and have a better routine and more discipline in the things that we want to accomplish and do. So definitely a lot better than, you know, just moving around every single week to a different city or a different country.
Makes sense. And what do we have left to do here? Because this house is looking very messy. So what is on your to-do list before we leave?
Well, we definitely gotta deep clean the house.
Like for the new person coming. We want to make sure we leave it in a like Airbnb hotel condition before we
Yeah.
leave because they, you know, kindly decided to stay here for 3 months.
I mean, it's not the worst, but it's probably gonna take
I mean, if
a couple hours.
panned
for
the
sure.
camera right now, it would be very
Damn,
messy.
yeah, it looks-
Yeah, that's not looking very cute. So,
But I mean, it's not gonna take more than a couple hours.
yeah, that's true. And I'm saying goodbye to my friends, and I haven't known them for long, but it's very nice that there's someone that's gonna miss us here, you know? It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
And I feel a little bit guilty, to be honest, to be leaving. So basically, there's people who like rely on you and trust you as their support system, and you're always around, and they know that they can rely on you. And I didn't really think about this in the past when I was traveling, but because I was just like, I'm gonna take off and it's not gonna affect anyone. But this time around, I feel like I'm definitely affecting some people, and noticing that my absence is actually gonna make a small difference in some people's lives. So it's a nice feeling, but also not very great that I'm just kind of taking off I don't want to say irresponsibly, but you know, regardless of other people's feelings. So that's interesting. Do you feel like that too, or no, with your friends? Or are they
Not
like,
really.
go on?
Not really. I feel like as long as I keep in touch with them, then I call them every now and then. I think that's
Okay.
good, you know. And then we'll be back in 3 months, so it's not like we're saying goodbye for, you know, a whole year or anything crazy like that.
Okay. Well, cool. See you soon.
Guys, this is your coffee, I guess. If you guys just take a photo and then so you can share it.
Okay, thank you. We're all packed and ready to go. We have bag number 1, 2, which is mine, and my third personal item bag. And Felix has, how many bags do you have?
Like my personal bag, my carry-on, and my luggage.
Nice. And are you gonna
Let's
miss it? Are you gonna
What?
miss our apartment?
I don't think I will, to be honest.
Why? Look at it. Look how beautiful it is.
We'll be back though. That's why I'm not gonna miss it.
Okay. Are you excited?
Very excited.
How do you feel?
Ready to go.
Yay! So this is our last night. We finally had, well, we had a very long day of cleaning, but we're finally done. And so the apartment is super clean for the subletter to come. And the subletter was actually supposed to come here at 2 p.m., but they actually had a situation where their flight got delayed and they're not coming in until next week. But luckily, Felix's friend, what happened with your friend?
They're able to give her key back to her whenever she gets here.
Okay,
We
so
don't have to wait for her.
hopefully that's a good plan, but we're excited.
Very
So
excited.
thanks for coming to our packing vlog. That's it. Say bye.
Cheers.